Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Morcier. I thought I'd come and say hello, wish you a good day and for this new moon today. And so I wanted to pull a few cards for the week. I'm not really sure. Hopefully, I will be able to come back this week. But if not, I wanted to take a look what we may get as a reflection. For there is all kinds of new. We are asked to be a bit patient, but to stay in a receptive mode. For so much can come so much new energies can come into the picture. For in the past we have the hangman. All kinds of things are being deactivated. For the past, the present, and the future is now. There is no escape to that. In the eternal presence of the One, then everything is. There is the seed, the past, present, and future is all included within each now, and for the oneness of the Creator, from the present to the presence, is beyond anything that can be described. It's so magnificent, it's so vast, and we want to tune in to new level of reality, to tune into our soul and spirit as much as we can. So the past is the hangman. For now is the wheel of fortune. It is really the card of miracles. Anything is possible, for the wheel is always turning. Life is just a great wheel that is constantly in motion, and the outcome is the magician, is a new level of empowerment to be able to create the reality we want, to utilize magic, the power of faith and trust and creation. What we're working on right now is stagnation. It's about unlocking and letting go of whatever prevents us from moving forward. For stagnation is being caused by the lack of emotional clarity, maybe. So we want to move into to address whatever we need to address, to follow your intuition, follow the trust that all things cannot be revealed all at once. So it is a slow and gradual process. Enjoy the road, the way as much as possible. And the outcome will be purity. Purity is an open window. The more pure we are, the closer we can get to the source. And so it is, we have to purify ourselves, yet do not be in judgment for anything that is not in complete alignment with the idea of purity. When we left the kingdom, before we came down here, we were whole beings. We were, like Plato says in the banquet, we were wholes, but the gods have separated, have separated, well, it was in Plato, it was the gods, but in a sense it's the God, separated us, split our soul in two parts, the divine masculine, divine feminine, so we can have a whole range of incarnation in feminine form or masculine form, but we're seeking to find this other part. It is essential, but our true soul twins is rarely incarnated in the same times. There is a part of us that is our soul twins that stays on the upper plane. It's like the bar and the car, the astral body and the soul. There is this reunification that needs to be happening internally, because if we would choose to incarnate on both sides of the spectrum, masculine and feminine, when we meet, we would reflect each other's mistakes or imperfection, rather than enjoy the union. So that's why we have made contract with soulmates, so that we can enjoy this union. The idea is to know thyself, to know yourself. It is not to know yourself as a human being, it is to know yourself, to recognize yourself as a multi-dimensional being. But the oracle said, know yourself, nothing more, for there is so much that is in the more is really what prevents us. It's the beliefs, the conditioning, the fear, the doubts, all those things that are preventing, but they will be integrated and they will leave. For it's not only to recognize ourselves only in the physical sense, in the mental sense and the emotional self. For there is so much more to us that we do not yet recognize. We have to become master of ourselves, master of our destiny, to raise our consciousness above the mass consciousness matrix level, to be so that we can find our salvation. We do not need to wait for anything. Also, whenever there may be still fear that could come up, we do not want to cultivate them. We want to cultivate the trust and the surrendering to our source, to our recognition, because as a divine child of God, we are entitled to abundance, to security, to love. It is just because we do not recognize that connection that we experience something that could be less than that. But I know that once we are fully reconnected to our source, then we'll be fully taken care of. We'll recognize that we have the ability to be always in this living in the light of our soul eventually. we want to enjoy being a human while it lasts. It does not last very long. 100 years, even if we were to live 1,000 years, it's not very long. So we want, no matter how good or bad, there is all kinds of how enjoyable or for when we experience something that is not enjoyable, it gives us a sign that we seek the opposite. When we seek something enjoyable, then that's what we seek. We can harvest it. So something unenjoyable sometimes can show us give us a direction towards where we need to go. For beyond good and bad, there is the unity of love. For God is love and light. So it says, let there be light. When there is this say, God never had to say, let there be light. He just filled this, he sent an eternal thought into the void, and the universe of universes came into being, and it's been unfolding ever since. But whenever we need it, just invoke the light. Say, let there be light in my life. Let there be light, and light will unfold. For light is in every atom, it is in the DNA, it is in the crystals. We want to relearn to utilize the crystal of Atlantis. They were protected and they were reactivated between 2007 to 2012. The emerald crystal of healing, the blue crystal of knowledge, the arc crystal of anti-gravity, the platinum crystals, all kinds of crystals will be, as we seek, we'll find. And in the meantime, we can always use just those little crystals. Are like they're very much trying to introduce those. They're friends of the recognize them as friends, as guides. They are very old consciousness. They're very but there is consciousness and light within the crystals, and there is more and more. They will be reactivated, and gemstones will be able to utilize all this even for technological purpose. The crystal will be the supporting base for all the photonic technologies that will be coming in the next round. We want to complete our incarnation contract. When we complete it, so we have attained a certain level of enlightenment, we reach a level where we've completed our incarnation contract, and we receive the blueprints, for the next level, for the multi-dimensional level, the golden age. And we want to call on, and we know we can rely on the guidance and assistance of the ascended masters and the archangels and the angels. But they are not superior to us. They're just friends. They're here in assistance, and yet they are really where we really want to be. And so we want to tune into their frequency as much as possible. And always look at life as, if possible, life is usually, we look at it as linear of beginning, experience, and end. Same thing with the spectrum of light. We see the infrared and ultraviolet, and we see the color spectrums. In essence, there is more. In truth, there is more than ultraviolet. But what we want to do is to take this spectrum and make it a circle. So we make the circle. We visualize a circle of white light. And then within this white light, there is the full spectrum of light. So we learn to navigate, to turn, and then we discover there is the point of entry into duality. It's also the exit point. So we want to learn to work, to use the circle, the spectrum of light, and to find the point of light within this gold ring. This is like a gold ring of enlightenment. The circle of light. Thoughts appear to be random on a lower level, but as we grow and we evolve, we see that thoughts are everything is really meaningful and purposeful. The idea of randomness does not really come as much into play. I'm going to pick up one more card from the Archangel Tarot. It's the King of Raphael. Warm, generous, honorable, and refined. Yes, you can trust. Capacity to accomplish more than one thing at one time. Give free rein to your artistic passion. So here is the Lord of Water, the Lord of. So it's also talking about this beautiful relationship, this beautiful, graceful relationship we can have to life, and attracting the people that reflect us this grace. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I just wanted to. I'm not really sure what this week's gonna look like, so I wanted to come and wish you a good week of this new moon. Paintings behind me. The painting behind me is a painting on cosmology, with the upper part is the personal aspect, the 7 families of spirit beings, and on the bottom is the master universe, a symbolic painting. And I'm gonna try to sing a song. It's not an easy song because it's like without a musical accompaniment. It's like I thank you for your indulgence in listening to this. I use it for practicing my voice. Maybe soon I'm gonna be able to approach the music in a more professional sense, and professional level. It's an old song. It's kind of romantic. It goes like this. We skip the light fandango. Turn Kurt's wheels across the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick, but the crowd called out for more as the room was humming harder and the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink, and the waiter brought his tray. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a wider shade of pale. You said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see, that I wandered through my playing card. I would not let her be one of 16 Vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were open, they might just well be closed. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a wider shade of pale, turned a wider shade of pale, turned a wider shade of pale. Well, thank you very much for sticking till the end. I hope you're having this week. It is good to be expecting of unexpected, expecting the unexpected, expecting miracle, being ready, being prepared. Whatever you feel you need to tune in to prepare yourself for whatever may be coming to you. The better prepared you are, the better, the easier things will flow. We always want to focus only on positive outcome, no matter what happens. This is really has to remain our single focus into this point of light, this point of freedom, this paradise state of being. This is really the more we focus on, eventually the universe register and all the energies are here, and it becomes inevitable for it to manifest as we see it already as being done. Then it comes and it comes into being as we know it will. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful week. I thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.